Thank you, Josh. How? Okay. Yeah, it's been a long time since we met at 5:30 in the morning every morning. I don't miss that. 5:30, the 5:30 time. So anyways, when we were worshiping, I got a word about this testimony real quick. I wanted to share it. For just as the body is one and has many members, and all the members of the body through many are one body, so it is with Christ. So that's what my testimony over the past 5 years is about how important family is. And so I came back from Youth of the Mission, started meeting with Josh, and I heard about this weird group of people that met in a house. Sounded kind of funny at the time. And then I just remember the first few nights when it was, how many of us? Was it like 10 of us? 10 or 20 maybe? Yeah, it was pretty, at the Seebeck's house. And my goodness, people were just open and started talking about life and sharing life together. I never experienced that before. So then it was obvious I had to join, and we just started walking life together, meeting with Josh, meeting with Bob and I, and just doing random things like doing building projects with Bob Seebeck for people that needed help, or hanging out with Matt Chuck and shooting guns, like that's what it was about. It's about hanging out with family, and then over the next couple of years, I was married previously. I got married in 2011. And so we were doing the family thing and everything, and then it all just fell apart. And I remember one morning calling Shane Bowler and being like, Shane, I need your help. My life's falling apart at the seams. So he was there for any time I needed him. I'd call him and he'd come and help me out. And I'd be crying on the front porch of the house, and he'd come up and he'd just be there for me, just to put an arm around me. And he didn't know, because he has a wonderful marriage with Letha. He didn't know what to say, but he was there for me. And that was the most important part. There was many nights when the end seemed way nearer than it should have been, and guys like Bob Seebeck and Shane would come over and pray for me and just be there for me. I remember that one night when I spent 2 hours just crying on the back of the deck, just weeping. And Bob came over at 11 o'clock at night, and that's pretty darn late. And Bob just came in, especially for Bob. And so he came and just was there for me, and just loved me, So everyone needs a Bob Seebeck in their house church. So anyways, over the next, it was a big deal over the next year, just getting through the divorce process. It was heartbreaking. I hope that none of you have to go through that. It is the worst feeling in the world. And through that, though, just family the whole time, there would be no, I fully believe that I wouldn't be alive today if I didn't have my church family to just call and be with. They were great. So then May comes around, and I start nursing school. I got in, and I was super excited. And so the divorce was complete and stuff. And then so I started going to class, doing the normal. And then at the beginning of June, I had this dream that changed everything for me. I won't go. It's kind of a long dream, so I won't go into a lot of detail because I'm sure Josh needs time. And but pretty much it was about me letting go of everything that happened from before and moving on. And I remember the whole time singing the song, Holy is the Lamb. It was beautiful. And then I woke up and I didn't understand for a couple days, and then God's like, you're ready to move on. So then at the end of June, we go out for a celebratory, out to the bars with our co-students to go have a drink and just talk about life. And there was this cute girl that showed up, and I decided I didn't want to talk to her, so I moved strategically away from her because I was so afraid of women. So she started talking to me that night, and we shared testimonies, and the whole time her and I just talked while everyone was just getting smashed. And it was pretty fun. And then the next week we just hung out every day, and I got to play tour guide for her and her friend. And then we came to that corporate Sunday, and Jay and his fiancée Lauren at the time, she was just like, are you guys dating or what? And we were like, okay. So then we had the talk afterwards, and it was fine. So, and And then, you know, through the stress that nursing school is, we developed a really close relationship and realized I needed to marry this girl. So we're going to get married September 5th up in the Snowies. But anyways, so pretty much my testimony the past 5 years is family is important. And I didn't realize that until I went through the hard times. And man, everyone needs people in their church like Matt Shuck and Brent Shrove and Bob Seebeck and Andrew Arnold and Josh. Like, you need those people in your life. Like, it's such a big deal, and I don't even know what to say anymore. So, thank you guys.
Hey, let's give